Chanocha Milwitsky, a member of the ruling Likud party. Thank you very much, lawmaker Milwitsky, for joining us this afternoon. Well, let's begin perhaps with the hottest political potato at the moment, the pending budget. Very controversial one that is now in the process of being brought into a second and third final votes, essentially at the Parliament's plenum. And you, albeit member of the coalition, not going to support it. Why?
No, I didn't say I'm not going to support it. I think the budget is a good budget overall. I emphasized a certain point that I don't think most Israelis know. At least I didn't know about it till it was brought into my attention a few weeks ago. You know, when a man goes on reserve duty, miluim, what we call, he's supposed to, his employer gets his cost back from the state. I thought he gets his entire cost back, but no. Apparently, what the employer pays as social payments, the country doesn't pay back to the employers, and that's between 25 and 30% of the salary. Now, when that happens on a regular routine schedule, it's okay. It's not big money. But when we have more than 200,000 people listed as reserve duty, and this war going on as much as it's going on, it is anticipated to go on more time. It's not going to end in a few weeks. We're talking about big money for the employers, and there's absolutely no justification in my mind for the country to call someone for reserve duty and then anticipate his employer not only to not have him in his working place, not only to not be able to bring anybody to substitute him, because nobody's going to come at a very short temporary time. Yet the business that these people work in usually suffers from their not being there. Yeah. And now they have to pay out of their own pocket to fund some of the reserve duties working costs. That's unacceptable in my book. Therefore, I asked over a month ago for the people from the Treasury Department to come to some sort of a solution. And I've been overlooked, and I wasn't taken seriously, unfortunately, and I got these answers that aren't really answers, that there are bigger things now, and nobody had time to really deal with it, and they're still thinking about it. Therefore, yesterday, I told them on a meeting we had on that schedule that I'm going to have, I'm not going to support this budget if this specific
issue is not
doesn't
resolved.
Come to some sort of remedy.
But Mr. Milwitsky, you're pointing out one out of a long list of issues with the budget that appears, in broader terms, not to be a wartime budget, in a sense that the entire country, the economy, the army, of course, the home front, as we call it, everything is in war mode. The budget remains not so much.
I don't agree. I think that the thing we already passed a budget a few months ago. We're passing now a new budget to the end of 2023 because we added 30 billion shekels to the budget because of war issues. Now, most of that addition was paid for from a diversity between the budget sections. Therefore, there is work going on. Of course, when you want to go and punch a political card, you're going to point a spotlight on the money that goes to the Orthodox people and paint it like this is the entire thing. It's not. We're adding an additional $30 billion. And what the opposition is talking about is not more than 200 million out of 30 billion. Now, you don't go and talk and say the things they say because of 200 million from a 600 billion budget.
Yeah.
All these things, we need to pass this budget because, again, it's needed for security reasons. It's needed for the people that got evacuated out of their homes. We have 1.5% of the population out of their homes. We need to deal with all of this. And when we get the budget for 2024, when we're supposed to get within 2 or 3 weeks, then we will be able to look everything, see all the offices that are in controversy, whether we need to continue running them or maybe we can close some of them.
Still work in progress, not the end of it when it comes to renewed budget allocations. Mr. Milwitsky, before we let you go, we do want to get your take on what we've seen in the security cabinet last night. Israeli Premier Benjamin Netanyahu pushed for Palestinian workers from the West Bank to enter Israel. Security cabinet members opposed it. And generally speaking, it seems a bit unclear whether Netanyahu wants to strengthen the Palestinian Authority or weaken it. And this also relates, of course, to the talks of the day after the war.
Well, I think we need to see reality as it is. I don't think the Palestinian Authority, at least not this Palestinian Authority, can be a part of any solution. It's actually a part of a problem. The Palestinian people, well, you know, when you see what's going on there, you understand that the only reason that they didn't do what Hamas did is that they didn't have the ability. That's the entire thing. We need to rethink. We need to understand that we cannot be dependent anymore on labor coming from the territories in Judea and Samaria. Therefore, I think that the cabinet's decision yesterday was a justified one, and I hope nobody changes their mind there. We cannot afford ourselves to bring thousands and thousands of Palestinians inside Israel. It's too risky. These people are our enemy, whether it's nice to say or not. These people are our enemy, and we need to understand that, and we need to find new ways for this labor issue.
Israeli lawmaker, member of the ruling Likud party, Mr. Hanoch Milwitsky, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.